Well, I love that umbrella guy.
My wife and I love that umbrella guy. We love that umbrella guy.
So if you love that umbrella guy too, well, what should they be doing?
Hit that bell for notifications, subscribe, and check out my comics. They're really cool, and it's cooler than all the other comics. It's the case of the U.S. umbrella.
Yep, the case of the littlest umbrella. More on that at the end of the video. Hey there, so today I want to return to that wonderful world of entertainment. And this is an entertaining subject indeed. Now, when I was looking at this at first, I thought, man, I cannot believe that someone would try to promote this as something they were served. But yeah, that's actually what a Shane Holmberg did. I think that it makes this important. I think some of the damage control method, I think that makes it important too. And I think the source that it actually came from makes this important within the discussion as well. Now, before getting into this, I want to thank Amber Valkyrie for putting this thread together, because without it, a lot of people would not have seen it. Why? Because it didn't come from those normal subjects that you think. It came from Shane Holmberg, but it didn't come from some playground that you expect. Nope, it came from his Discord. If you were like me when you saw the idea of a Shane's Discord and you thought, what in God's name does that exist for? Yeah, well, I think the answer for that is because of ego and because of backpats. You have someone that says they have control over Kick Vic, they have control over I Stand With Vic. Basically, as long as you're there, as long as you pop up, they get to decide whether or not you stay. Now, they say that this place is for everybody too. They say that you can come in and look at documents, discuss things and on, but I've seen a few people kicked out in a cocaine heartbeat because some of those moderators, yeah, I would never ever want them in charge of something. But hey, you know, Shane's world. Shane's world indeed. So this was documentation that came from that place. And well, you can see a few screenshots here that are put together. Some of them he did upload sideways like that. So when they were uploaded by Amber Valkyrie, yeah, just uploaded exactly the way he put them together. These were things, again, he was claiming that he was sent himself. And when you look through this, I mean, if you look at some of the statements, it gives it away right off the bat. First of all, the dates involved actually can showcase who some of these people are. You know, this is almost off of the beginning. You're talking about 9 days after this stuff, it really starts up, and you're talking about 7 after the Kick Vic stuff sets up. But you can see the statements about him assaulting 4 people I love, talking about Vic. I can't speak to all the accounts of people who have come forward with their personal experiences with Vic, but I know with 100% certainty he assaulted 4 people I love. I am sorry to all those people he has hurt, and I stand with the victims. Now, when you see statements like that, you kind of get a feel for who this person is. You know that they, at least even on the outside, say you didn't know who it was, you would know that this person is either directly connected to voice actors or they're right there on the periphery, not like a Shane, but there's somebody who, forgive the wording, but they matter in regard to this. You can see some of these other comments too, and I thought that some of them that come later, I actually flipped some of this over. I thought that they were the most telling, like these here. Now, you'll have to forgive the blurriness. These are not my pictures, so I did not upload them blurry, but you can see comments about Monica did nothing wrong. That effing piece of shit did. I think that kind of gave away the source for this too. And well, you see the commentary about Vic Mignogna stealing money from fans, talking about a certain GoFundMe. Yeah, I think that gives away the source too. Also, you could tell that this wasn't Shane's because, well, look at these pictures here. I mean, when we look at this, there's a few marks on the upholstery of whatever this is setting on. But, well, if you look at that background there, it doesn't look exactly like I remember Shane's house looking. Quite the opposite, in fact. I mean, you see sunlight getting in. There looks like there might actually be a little hope dwelling in this place. Yeah, doesn't actually look like something that I recognize from there at all. Moreover, I mean, you see the cleanliness of this, the way that that's put together. Again, maybe that's mean of me to say about Shane, but yeah, when I looked at that setup, again, I don't think that, well, that looks like his setup. And when we're talking about litigation and lawsuits, again, that would say that Shane would also have to be important enough to get this. Now, after all of this stuff comes up, after all of this is exposed in discussion, he starts talking about how it actually was said to not exist at all. Shane says the documents that are Nick, he pretends that they are not there, and yet, well, I have them. How embarrassing. Now, anybody that has kept up with any of this stuff at all knows what these documents are. They can recognize them outright. They know when they came up as well. I remember talking about this subject. I, of course, didn't have the documents because Ron isn't leaking me documents, but I did have the notice that Ron had gotten them because Ron, well, he keeps talking and talking and talking, and Ty Beard had talked about when this documentation would come up. Now, we have Shane Holmberg trying to spin this as a cease and desist letter, but what it is, we already know about it. Again, I did 2 videos on this stuff. Maybe Shane should take a minute when he's trying to spin something for people out there to look back and to see exactly when this comes up. But then again, we know who this is spun for. Again, we know that Ron is involved. And I always ask myself, what exactly certain people have to gain by going to bat for people like Ron. Now, Shane, we know a lot about him. We know, for example, that he has wanted to have a con for a long time. He has tried to have that, but it's been, well, go and look it up. You decide exactly how successful it's been. So when you have somebody like Ron, who gave Kamehameha $25,000, was pressuring them behind the scenes, but hey, desperation will allow you to ignore that. What would you do for that type of backing? What would you do to have certain voice actors pop up on your fledgling your enterprise here? What exactly would you make happen? Would you make yourself look like a fool? Would you allow yourself to be manipulated? Well, depending on who you are, sure, many people would. I almost can't blame a Shane Holmberg for wanting that because, again, I've seen a lot of stuff that's been around. But what irritates me about it is the lie that this stuff, again, that this was about him, that he was important enough to have it. The fact that no one knew it existed. The fact that, again, he's not out there batting for somebody because, well, he has something to gain. He's just doing it because it's right. But anyhow, so I wanted your comments on this. What do you think about this stuff? I mean, when you see that, why is Shane doing this? Why are these people going to bat continually? Does he have something to gain from it? Why would he set up a Discord too? I mean, is that linked to the same thing about self-importance and on? Again, let me know what you think about all of this. So if you like this kind of content, make sure that you're subbed, that you hit that bell for daily notifications, like the videos that you like, leave comments because they help out in the algorithm. And if you want to go further, you're under no obligation to do so. But say you love that umbrella guy, want to help the channel out, well, there are links in the description. One of those is The Case of the Littlest Umbrella. There's an all-ages Lovecraftian tale, plus another comic book also added. You can find that in the description. It's basically 2 comics with one message saying we can oppose the gatekeeping that is prevalent in pretty much any industry out there. That's a message you have to send over and over again too because, well, otherwise people will try to grind you down, and that That's not their place. Make sure that you check those out again if you want to, and leave comments, pro or con, about this video. I'm curious what you think about that, what you think about the reasoning behind all of this stuff. And ending, I want to say that I appreciate you showing up. You know, you're the people that make endeavors possible. These folks, they have forgotten that. All of them have. It seems like you have so many people that point their fingers and tell you what you need to do. The only thing that you need to do is go out and do exactly what you want to do. So I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate you taking your time to check this video out. And if you made it to this part, well, I appreciate you doing that as well. So thank you, appreciate you, and we'll do this again soon.